Alright, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about how we name triangles. Now, why would you name a triangle? It's not like you think. It's not like we're going to call it Barry or Susan or anything like that. But there are parts of a triangle that we need to be able to refer to and label when we're working with them. So let's have a look at a couple of triangles to get us started. Here are two triangles. My question for you is, are these right-angled triangles? Well, they look like it. They look like they've got a 90-degree angle down in here, but they don't. They're not right-angled triangles until we add this little square symbol. So that little symbol down here represents the right angle, or 90 degrees. Okay, so in this case, we're only going to be talking about right-angled triangles, because when we're doing things like Pythagoras theorem and stuff like that, we're talking about right-angled triangles. So if you see this little symbol, this refers to a right-angled triangle. Each corner, the pointy bit on a triangle, is called a vertex. So there are 3 of them on each triangle, but the plural is vertices. So we'd say there are 3 vertices. We'd say this pointy bit is the vertex. And when we label them with capital letters. So if you have a look over here on the left-hand side, I've labeled this one A, B, and C. Now we're starting to have some things that we can use to refer to certain places on the triangle. I could refer to this as vertex A. I could refer to this as vertex C. Now, opposite a vertex is always a side. So if this is vertex A, this pointy bit, there's always a side that is directly opposite. So if I started at that point and went sort of out across to the other side of the triangle, I'd always hit a side. Now we label those sides using the same letter, but this time a small letter. So this would be side A. Its opposite, vertex A. So what would this one be? If we started at B and we went across the other side, it'd be B. It'd be B. Yeah, that came out weird. What about this one? Vertex C, the capital C is here. Opposite that is the side that has the little c. So now we've labeled this triangle. Now the name of this triangle is triangle ABC. All right, we refer to the letters at the vertex to label it, and we put a little triangle symbol in front to signify that we're talking about a triangle. So this is triangle ABC because it's a triangle and it goes from A to B to C. So we'd say the name of that was triangle ABC. But we can also name angles, and we write this little symbol here, this kind of like an L with the top bit leaning over, is an angle symbol, and it's the symbol we put in front of the letter to signify what angle we're talking about. In this case, we would say this is angle B. So we'd see that written as angle B. So we've got a way of naming the triangle and of naming the angles. There's one other special thing about these right-angled triangles. This side here is always the longest side. It's always the side that is opposite the right angle. So if I have a look here, the right angle is down in this corner. Opposite that is always the longest side, and that's the side that we call the hypotenuse. Right? It's this fancy word here, hypotenuse. It's always the longest side. It's always opposite the right angle, and it's got some really interesting features that we're going to look at in a future video. Well done.